Hello guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are decorating another apartment. This one is one of the ones in Evergreen Harbor. I think it's the Pinecrest Apartments. They're in, oh no, what's that area called? Conifer Station, I think. You can see the address if you don't really understand what I'm saying. No issue, like no problem there. I don't blame you, but you can see the address in the upper left corner. Or if you're curious about, the price of the apartment before you place it down because it's uploaded as a room build, you can see that and all the other information in the description box as well. One thing to keep in mind when you decorate or download apartments for Evergreen Harbor is that the window placement and also the size of the windows and also I think the door to the terrace in this particular apartment will actually change depending on what neighborhood action plans you have installed or have active, enabled, whatever you call that. So I have, what are they called? Modern development and also green initiatives. So just keep that in mind. If you want to have this apartment and have it enabled or have it put in your game and you want it to look exactly like it does here, you do need those two neighborhood action plans, also known as NAPs, enabled in your neighborhoods. But that is about it, I think. So this apartment is for technically two Sims because I kind of figured there'd be two Sims living here, so two sisters actually, but you could also have three Sims living here. So, and also if you have the scoot over trick, if that works for you, you could have four because there's two double beds total. So technically that's 4 sleeping spots, but in my head I was just like imagining two sisters living in this apartment. So one is a journalist and the other one is a painter or an artist. Let's call her an artist. So yeah, those are the two sisters that we are decorating for today, and I hope you guys will like this apartment. I think they're a little bit on the mature side, so usually when I do like best friends apartments or generally just roommates apartments, I do make them a little bit like very playful, very colorful, that sort of thing. Or I go straight the opposite, or not necessarily the opposite, but I sometimes go for bohemian for those kinds of apartments instead because I love that. I love bohemian interior style so much. But today we are decorating in more of like a mid-century modern kind of interior style and more muted colors. There's a little bit of blue here in the living room, especially also in also in both of the bedrooms. So I guess there's a little bit of color in there, but it's not crazy colorful like I'd usually do these sorts of roommates apartments. So a little bit more on the mature side, possibly like they just like living together. Maybe they're twins or something like that. I don't really know. I did give the artist the smaller bedroom, not because it wasn't necessarily on purpose. I just knew that I wanted one of the sisters to be an artist or a musician. And I started off with the small room because it was the closest one to the living room. So it just kind of happened that she got that room. And then the other one, I knew that she was either going to be a critic of some sort. So whether it was food or art, I don't really know. Or a journalist, which is what she ended up doing. Because I also felt like if the first sister was an artist and then the other sister was an art critic, that kind of, there's a little bit of a weird dynamic there, like I don't really like that. So I decided to go a different route for the other sister. Like I just feel like that would possibly result in some fights or something, some pretty nasty arguments or something like that. But other than that, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope that the week is going well for you so far. It's Tuesday today, isn't it? I actually spent yesterday recording for both tomorrow and also Friday. So tomorrow I'll have a little bit of a different kind of video. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure if I'll have time to finish it for tomorrow because there's quite a lot of video or quite a lot of editing to do. But if I succeed, if I somehow manage to finish editing it, I hope you like it, but it's very different from what I usually do. And then for the rest of the week as well, there's stuff going up on the Roblox channel too, that's new, and we also have early access to Nifty Knitting, so I'll have to work on that as well for next week, which I hope you guys are looking forward to. I'm so excited to see everything that's in the pack. I feel like after going through the trailer, I'm really excited about it. I feel like it's also gonna kind of force me out of this habit of making interiors that are a little bit muted in the color scheme. I've been doing a lot of like gray and black lately, gray, black, white actually. And then for this one, for example, there's a little bit of color with the blue, but it's not that much. It's still this sort of like muted blue. It's not super colorful. There's color, but it's not really overpowering or anything like that. You get what I mean? So I kind of feel like after seeing what it looks like and all the colors, I think that it's kind of gonna draw me out of this habit of just doing these sorts of interiors. So I'm looking forward to exploring some pastels and some more colorful color schemes and just go a little bit crazy, build something for a grandma possibly or something like that. I'm looking forward to it so much. So this is the artist's bedroom. I think I deleted that desk later on because it kind of felt like she didn't really need it. Also, by the way, I do want to point out, despite me saying that this is for sisters and also saying she over and over again in this apartment, you do not have to have 2 female Sims living here. You can have anyone else living here too. It's not like gender specific in any kind of way, at least I don't think so. But then again, I'm also bad at spotting like what's feminine and what's masculine interior. I don't really know. So I just kind of like, it's whatever, you know? So you could have anyone living in this apartment. I just sort of wanted, like, usually I like to decorate for a certain kind of household. You guys know this, whether it's like a certain kind of family dynamic or a couple of creative friends, or in this case, sisters or something like that. I just like to decorate for specific households, basically. So, well, that doesn't mean that you need the exact same household living in the house or apartment or whatever I've built, a trailer or something else. It doesn't mean you need to have the exact same household living there. So it's just for me to kind of like have an idea of who they are as people / Sims and what they like and their hobbies and their jobs as well. It's just kind of like tell me along a little bit what I decorate, you know? But that doesn't mean it's only for that specific kind of household. So you could have anyone living here. You could also change their works, their professions, their jobs or professions if you want to. Maybe some of them or one of them works from home or something like that. Possibly like the journalist could be a writer as well. I did put down a laptop in the living room, so one of them could be working on that. Maybe the other one just likes to paint, and that's why they have this little studio set up in their bedroom, and which I'm actually not sure is super healthy for you. I know it doesn't make a difference in The Sims, but in real life, would it be healthy to live in the same room as you paint in? Like, that's a lot of toxic fumes, isn't it? I'm just thinking realistically for a second there. I know, like, I don't really care about that kind of stuff when it comes to The Sims because it doesn't really do anything in gameplay. Like, it's fine. No one will die. It's okay. But, well, they might die from a fire in the kitchen. I can't control that. But as for the painting in real life, I'm not sure that would actually be healthy. But let's just ignore that. But they could just be doing that as a hobby and have that set up in their bedroom because it's a hobby of theirs. Maybe they're very passionate about it and they're perhaps like a policeman or something in real life. Criminal mastermind or something like that. So maybe one is a policeman and the other one is the criminal. I don't really know. Could be some interesting dynamics going on there, but it's just the idea that I had in my head when I was decorating the apartment. I just want to make sure that you guys know you can have anyone living here if you want to. So about Sunday, because I mentioned in Saturday's video that we were going to a fun park, we did, and it was fine. It wasn't too warm, it wasn't too cold, in case you guys were curious about that. I don't know why you would be, but hey. And it wasn't raining until 8 o'clock when it suddenly like just opened up and started raining like crazy. It started thundering as well, so they had to stop all the rides and stuff for I think like 15 minutes, 20 minutes or something like that, because you can't really have roller coasters outside, you know, high up in the air and stuff when it's thundering. That's a little bit dangerous. But it stopped, so they had them running again. You had to have masks on certain roller coasters, which I actually kind of liked, just as a precaution. So we ran around with those a little bit. I still have a couple that I'll probably bring to France when we're going in September, because it's mandatory there to wear them inside, I've heard from you guys. So we have a couple there that I'm gonna bring. But other than that, it was a really good day. I did, however, and I posted a little bit about this on Instagram. Don't ask me why, but I did. I did, however, get a gigantic mosquito bite when we were mini golfing. And it's like, it's so bad, it's so swollen that it feels like my ankle is sprained. Like, I'm not even kidding. I can't really walk on my foot because it feels like my ankle is sprained because it's so swollen. How ridiculous is that? I've not been bitten by a mosquito. I feel weird saying bitten because in Danish you get stung by mosquitoes, but whatever. I've not been bitten by a mosquito, or I've not gotten a mosquito bite. Mosquito? Did I just say mosquito? I'm gonna leave that in. Mosquito. Mosquito? Have I been calling a mosquito the entire time? Wow, brain. Okay, anyways, let's just call him mosquito from now on. It's fine. I've not had one of those bites gotten bitten by one for like 6 years, 5 years or so, because they don't have them in Scotland, as far as I'm aware. Never got bitten by one over there. So it just kind of comes as a surprise that I'm apparently sort of allergic to them, and now my ankle is just like, it's so weird, and I can't walk on it, and I hate it. I'll just ignore it for now, but I felt like just ranting about it for a little bit because I'm literally just stuck in my computer chair. Like, it takes me 5 minutes to walk to the bathroom. That's how bad it is. It's fine. Everything gets better at some point. It's all good. It's all fine. The foot will be fine in a couple of days. Everything is fine. But anyways, that is about it for today. So if you guys like this apartment, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all the good stuff if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!
Only if you give me a kiss. Yeah, it's no secret.